gap in between. The game of football is a game of what? Inches, right? And unfortunately, for the Israelites, it went from a few inches to 40 years because they didn't believe. Does that make sense? Right, now when you think about inches, I'm not just talking about yards, right? I'm talking about inches between the lines. When you think about it, yes, Trevor Lawrence, that game was between the lines, right? But the inches I'm talking about is between your head and your heart. Your head and your what? Heart, right? It's 12 to 18 inches between the two, right? And what you do between the two right now will determine what you do between the lines on the field. Does that make sense? Right, that's the thing that matters most. Right, you are inches away from beating these guys, but it's not what you do on the field that's going to matter. It's what you do between your heart and your head. Does that make sense? Right, your heart and your head, that's the difference. It's like, man, we prepped, we've studied, we've watched film. Now, what separates us from this other team? What you know in your head to be true and what you feel in your heart to be true. Does that make sense? Right, it's about your intellectual understanding, right, and your genuine emotional conviction. What do you feel when you feel and understand that, hey, we got a game tonight, not do we play tonight, but we have a chance to win, and not just win, but we got a chance to dominate. Does that make sense? Right, it's not about who you play against, it's about what version of Lakewood is going to show up. Does that make sense? Right, it doesn't matter who y'all play against. Y'all saw it last week. Right, we didn't prep good, we didn't play good, we were down 14-0, and then it's like, man, something clicked because y'all know we're not playing trying to win, we play from the win. Does that make sense? We don't play to try to win, we play from the win. Just like Joshua and Caleb, they knew they was going to win. They knew they were going to conquer the land. They knew what God said, they knew what God promised, and what they had to do is tap into that very thing, that word that God gave them, and say, you know what, between my heart and my head, I got to believe it. I know we can, but eventually I got to believe we can. Does that make sense? Right, so eventually once Caleb and Joshua got it, God already granted the land to them. But he said, you know what, those who do not believe got to die off first. Does that make sense? So what we find here with Joshua and Caleb is the first thing that they had to do in regards to conquering the land. I want y'all to say it with me. Say faith. Faith. Right? They had to believe it before they saw it.